Just open the door when you come through. Hey, everyone. I'll try and get this in a good spot. I've got, ear infections. So it's been really difficult. And it makes sense. I've had this for like months, probably. I think I can work out when I got it. And it was probably 3 months ago. And it got really bad. Oh, look, people are dropping out. I don't know if that's YouTube or me or what. So, yeah, it's not nice at all having this infection. It makes sense why that executive dysfunction was mostly attributed to stress, but also attributed to the infection. I'd say it had a lot to do with that, and it was extreme stress that I'd been going through for several months. And we all go through extreme stress. But everyone who's got complex post-traumatic stress disorder knows what this is like. But sometimes it just gets worse, and it just doesn't get better. I was doing as much things as I could to actually make it better, so that was helping. And see, I'm sweating from the fever still. So I am healing. I am healing. But it has been extremely difficult, like just the last week of excruciating, not being able to sleep, and having to constantly have baths and showers, and that made it worse because I had an ear infection and the water was making it worse. So that's not good. Happy Hermit's here, man. Awesome. Haven't seen you for a while, mate. Happy says, yeah, I hope you're feeling better. Stress does number on us. I developed autoimmune disease after Mum passed. And then Happy's doing the wave, saying hello. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. With that, both your mum passing, and I know you've shared that before, and that's really sad. And on top of that, you had an autoimmune kick in after from the stress, and so yeah, and it was compounding. Hey, like I was going through this stress, and then the stress was getting worse, and I was getting more and more sick, and it was just a nightmare, really. And I was having nightmares on top of that. It's like I can't and I couldn't exercise. I couldn't do. I managed to eat well, even though I lost appetite. I was still eating healthy food. So it's not easy. Happy Homer says, I wish the doctors took the link more seriously. Absolutely. Extreme stress, like it affects all your stomach or your digestion or your bacteria in your stomach, and it happens really quickly. It affects everything, all your stress hormones, and then it changes your blood flow and then your ability to think normally. And then when you make mistakes, you get angry and upset that you make mistakes, and then it gets worse and worse and worse until you feel like, you know, it's really horrible. And I'm glad I'm actually at this point now where I'm um, able to actually feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better finally. I do need to. It's probably about time to put the eardrops in, so I'll put them in soon. So yeah, can't really do too much about the stress except to avoid it. You know, So for me, is spending time in nature, and doing things with people that you love, and that sort of thing makes you feel better. So hopefully that happens, because I haven't really spent much time in nature. I'm spending time with people I love, which is helping. But it's it's all just, I'm at this point with everything that I've spent all this energy on doing things, and I had all these things basically s- slow me down, and I'm not going to let them slow me down anymore, because I I got to make this happen. And so, a big part of that will be to, take more responsibility, but also um, expect in return um, more sort of respect and understanding generally. Um, it's not easy. We live in a world where, you know yeah, we live in a world that is, it's yeah, it's the world is the way it is. So you take from what has been, what has occurred in your life, and keep going, push on, make something from it, make something new. You know, I make art. There's one of my paintings behind me there, and it's like, who buys art? No one buys art. Rich people buy art. Good people buy art too. There's art enthusiasts that buy art, and then you go, well, I want to try and sell art. And it's like, well, you've got this whole world of people all trying to sell art, and no one wants to buy my art. So I feel disillusioned, but I don't care because I make art for myself. One day I would like to actually make art and sell it. I tried that. I tried to get to the point with my poetry, and um, Google wouldn't allow it on their book thing because it wasn't good enough. So that really taught me, like, I've got to do it my own way. I've got to just keep pushing. You know, don't take it as you know, it's not good enough. It's just they allow, like, some horribly badly produced books on their thing, but then they've somehow got a point where they'll have some AI bot look through what you've uploaded and say, no, not good enough. Computer says no. So rather than me get upset about it, I just go, well, I've got to find another way. don't give up just because of that. You know, rejection is almost to be expected in the world, and um, yeah, look, the difficulties that we all share with our trauma, we all work towards making our lives better and doing things to make our lives better. And even if we can't enjoy life the way we should, let's work on that, you know? So I've got a lot to do in the next few weeks. Um, I've got to catch up from basically being sick for the last month and also in extreme stress for the last month too. So just the stress alone, it's going to take me a week just to get back to normal. So but this is just a check-in. Like, I'm going to try and start doing the streams more often and actually have proper chats again. Everything sort of fell apart with um, me being sick for the last few months, basically. And I've had such amazing happiness happening at the same time, you know. Found my love, and she found me, and the there's lots of amazing, happy things going on in my life. So I've got to be grateful for a lot of things, and yeah, I'm still too upset about a lot of things that I've been stressing and upset about to even talk. It's upset. I'm upset. It's upsetting. So I'm still sweating. This is the sickness. It's not good. But yeah, I'm gonna start actually making interesting conversations. But it's gonna be the same as this, as far as it's just gonna be me and my life. But it's going to be better because it sort of went pretty all over the shop for a while. So no, look, it has been good. It's just um, you know, I appreciate you all, and you know, I look forward to more streams in the garden and things like that, and you know, doing things. But it's not easy, but I guess it isn't easy, but that doesn't mean we don't keep pushing on. So I'll come back again soon, as I'm healing, because right now it's not good. I thought I'd be able to chat more or chat longer, but I can't even do that because my head is sore and the infection's still there. But I couldn't even do this yesterday, so it is starting to heal. It is starting to heal, but it's probably going to take another week, you know. And it's frustrating because it's been weeks and weeks of not being able to do anything. So I just look forward to being able to do stuff again. I really do. Much love to everyone. I hope you all have a good week and keep pushing on. I'm doing that myself. And someone's back again. I was going to end the stream just because I was not able to think. All right. I'm going to go now. Much love.